Going live for On Air with Russell of Hotels live hospitality talk show. You guys know I'm doing a little different formats, a little different today. Actually, I started last week, so you'll see what I mean by that. But hope you guys are well. Today is Tuesday, June 27th. It is show number 212. Of course, it's going to be fire. The show's going to be fire. But before I get to that, I just want to mention again that I'm not sure if you guys know that, but we lost a great hospitality leader in Dylan Beaumont, who's the general manager at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott in Eugene, Oregon. We lost him on Saturday morning. Passed away peacefully in his sleep, from what I understand. So our thoughts and prayers are to his family out there in Eugene or wherever they may be. But Dylan was one of those people that he's been on my show, appeared on my show several times, and then if it wasn't the show, he was, chiming in or collaborating with me on, Instagram and all those kind of platforms. So, and I didn't know him personally. I mean, I knew him from, like social media, from the collaborations that we did. But he was definitely a friend, definitely somebody that I respected, and not just me, but was well respected within our community, meaning the hospitality community. So he definitely will be missed. So, but yeah, but I just wanted to say that before I got started. So once again, Rip Dylan Beaumont, definitely be missed. I miss you already. I mean, I know you would just be chiming in right now, knowing, let me know that you were here, that kind of thing. So I appreciate you. So anyway, yeah, he was definitely a giant in the hospitality industry and definitely will be missed. Okay, so without moving forward from that, I'm gonna do the intro and then we're gonna get started on the show. So thank you.
Welcome to On Air with Russell of Hotels, where we talk about everything hospitality, from hotels to influencers and everything in between. We will feature guest interviews with hospitality professionals who will share their experiences. Your host, Russell Edmond, has spent over 25 years in the hospitality industry, beginning his career with Marriott International in hotel operations before moving into the sales arena and becoming a relationship building director of sales and marketing. Russell then went to the other side as a hospitality entrepreneur. He now consults in the hotel and meeting space, which includes being the CEO of Russell of Hotels Group. Did I mention he was a veggie foodie? Yes. Russell is always looking for good non meat eats. Please welcome your host, Russell Edmond.
Hey, I'm back. Yeah, I'm just trying something a little different this time, but thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate you, Robin Coleman. Thank you so much for the shout out to Dylan. We do appreciate that. Definitely a giant. We definitely will miss him. Thank you so much, and I thank you for joining. Everyone, I thank for joining here on live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, on air with Russell of Hotels, live hospitality talk show. I'm live from the LBC. You guys know what the LBC is? That's Long Beach, right? That's Long Beach, California, but it's the LBC. When you're from the West Coast, you call it the LBC. So just in case you guys did not know that, but live at the Hotel Maya, which is in Long Beach. I'm going to show you some views from that. I think the Hotel Maya, as far as the hotels in Long Beach, and there's a few in Long Beach, right? It has the best views of downtown Long Beach, unobstructed views of the bay and the city, the skyline, all that. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But I definitely love to be in Long Beach. So I was there yesterday. It was a sunny day. It was just a beautiful day in Long Beach in Southern California. Just a wonderful place to be yesterday. I'm sure today as well, but I'm not there today. That was yesterday. But anyway, so I will definitely show you guys that. And also, just a real quick, Hotel Maya, very nice hotel, boutique, independent, but soft brand is a DoubleTree. 199 rooms or so, about 30,000 square feet of meeting space. So they have a lot of space rooms to space ratio was kind of off. But and then they have this restaurant that's fire, and it's called Fuego. Okay, so it's a Mexican restaurant, very nice, one great cocktails. So and then you can have your cocktail overlooking the bay. I mean, where else can you do that? Unobstructed view of the bay, Queen Mary on the side, Carnival Cruise Lines, you can see them as well. So it's just one of those great places, great views. So if you're ever in Long Beach in the LBC, you need to check it out. Okay, if you have not been there in a while, go check it out. You know, revisit it. So that's what I did yesterday. So there you go. So moving forward with the show, like I said, we are live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn. It's show number 212. And when this is over, this becomes a podcast. Okay, so I'm recording it, the audio portion now, but once it's done, I upload it to Spotify and will be available to take me on the go. So if you don't want to just see me, you know, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that, but I'm sure there's some people out there that say, you know what, I don't need to see him. I just want to hear what the hell he has to say. So if you want to do that, if you're one of those few people that want to do that, that's fine. You can do that too. And please forgive me. I put on this new shirt and I didn't iron it, so I don't know how it shows up wrinkled or not, but you know, it's still in the package. So I just took it out and threw it on. So if it is, you know, I do apologize, but I didn't, you know, I didn't mean to do that, but I meant to put the shirt on, but I didn't mean to put it on being wrinkled, but I didn't have time. So, so there you go. So moving forward. So, okay. So, you know, we're sponsored by Level Hotels Los Angeles, downtown LA, which is on South Olive Street in downtown. If you ever need to be downtown LA, like say you're going to Crypto Arena to watch the Lakers, Clippers, Sparks, or the Kings play, or you're going to hit a concert at the Microsoft Theater, or you just want to be in LA Live with all the numerous restaurants there, or you have business downtown. Why not Level Hotel? Use promo code ROH23, but go stayinglevel.com. So stayinglevel.com. And then just put in that ROH23 to get the rate that I would get, okay? So, and they would appreciate if you book over there. So, but no, it's a great hotel. And the good thing about this hotel, unique, if you can look like the picture that in the backdrop right there, that's actually the hotel. And all the rooms have balconies. Every room, 100% of the 302 rooms have balconies, and they're all suites, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites. Did you know the typical size of a hotel room, your typical average size hotel is about 300 to 350 square feet. These start off at 700 square feet and go up to 18,000 square feet, penthouse suite. So with a spa and a pool, with a jacuzzi and a pool, which is sick. But anyway, we won't get into that. But yeah, so if you're interested in that, like I said, ROH23 is the rate code or the promo code, but go stayinglevel.com. Book direct, you get the best deals. Shirt looks good. Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. So that's my brother Stacy Edmond out there in Blythe, California, Beat Town. And I hear it's probably like 200 degrees there today. Now it's probably I'm gonna say it's at least 110 today. It has to be. If it's like in the mid 70s here, it's got to be like 110 in Blythe, and that's where I'm from. So I can talk about Blythe because I'm from there. Okay, so anyway, let's move forward. So this is when I mentioned the Bay and Long Beach. This is it, right? So this is the Bay, and you're gonna see what's gonna pop up on the right hand corner. You see Carnival, and you see the Queen Mary, and then you see the Spruce Goose Dome. Google Spruce Goose, okay, and let me know what you find. Well, that used to be housed in that dome, okay. Howard Hughes, if you guys know, Hughes Aviation or Hughes Aircraft. Howard Hughes, the founder of that years and years ago, built this plane called the Spruce Goose. It was so big it couldn't be housed anywhere, so they had to build this special dome there. So that's where he actually built the Spruce Goose, was here, and I believe in Long Beach, or at least that's where they housed it. But yeah, check out, just Google Spruce Goose and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, and that's in the LBC, along with the Queen Mary, which is not open yet, but is due to open pretty soon. So I'm not sure if you guys know about it or knew that it had closed down for a while. It's been closed for probably 2, maybe 3 years, and they're doing some major renovation, which is a good thing, because the last time I was there, it needed to be renovated. And I got history. My family, we got history at the Queen Mary. back in the day, my cousin or our cousin Gwen we used to come and visit her. She lived in Long Beach. She always used to take us to the Queen Mary. So we knew the Queen Mary from back in the day. So, when I used to see it, as an adult, I'm like, this ain't the same place I saw as a kid. You know how things when you're a kid, they look so much bigger and so much, more interesting. And it was interesting. It's still interesting now, but it needed to be renovated. Okay. So hopefully they make sure they're doing the changes that need to be done, the repairs and all that, and it gets back to at least what I remember back in the day. There you go. So 101 today. Oh, but it's early. Okay, so it's only 101 in Blythe. Okay, so I was wrong. So, but yeah, but it tends to get hot a little later in the day. I guess it's like 1 o'clock, but anyway. So moving forward. Okay, so this is my industry stuff. These are things that I'm going to be talking about today. It doesn't have to be a one-way conversation. Feel free to make comments, just like Stacy and Robin Coleman have been making comments. You can feel free to do that. The chat box is open. So I appreciate engagement, all that stuff. Dylan would be chiming in already. He would already have something to say. So you guys need, and this show is dedicated to the memory of Dylan Beaumont. Okay, but you guys need to make comments because he will be making comments right now. Okay, so make comments and I'll make sure I put those on the screen just like that. Hello, Russell. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much, Miss Robin Coleman. Hey, where are you located, Robin? I know you're a housekeeping. You're my housekeeping guru, but along with Lonnie Wolf. But where are you located exactly? So, and then Dylan was a hospitality giant. Yes, we will definitely miss him. Thank you so much for those comments. That is great. And then another comment, happy to be on today. No, I'm happy that you're on today, Miss Robin Coleman. Thank you so much. And I made a mention about my shirt. Hopefully it wasn't wrinkled. And Stacy says, shirt looks good. I appreciate that. And it's only 101 in Blythe, but it is early. Wait a minute. My brother says his senior trip was spent the night on the Queen Mary. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So you actually stayed in the stateroom. I never stayed. I've seen the rooms, but I had never stayed there. So wow, I didn't even know that. So we gotta have a conversation about that. Or at least what you remember back in the day about staying at the Queen Mary. That's funny. And then Robin says, I am based. Oh, she's based out of Atlanta. Okay, the ATL. Okay, I see you. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. See, when you make comments, I put your comments on the screen, and the whole world could see it. Okay, and this is international, right? So this is an international community that we're building. So appreciate everybody, rolling with me. So okay, so the topics of conversation today: hotel disruptions in LA. Okay, so what does that mean? Now, last week I showed, and I'm not sure which platform I put that on. It may have been, I may have put it on here, I may have talked about it here, or I may have put it on Instagram. But it had to do with union disruptions that are coming up. Remember, I mentioned last week that the hotel union here in LA, the contracts are up on the 30th, which is next Friday. Oh, is that next Friday? What's the date today? No, it's this Friday. Excuse me. What am I talking about? The 30th is this Friday. So the union contract is up. So when the union contracts are close to, expiring, you'll get, and a new contract has not been solidified or put together or signed or agreed upon, however you want to put it. Well, there's demonstrations that will happen. There'll be work stoppages, things like that. So last week we experienced something at LAX where union representatives blocked off Century Boulevard, which is the main artery that goes into LAX, which is the major airport that, for flights that come in and out of Los Angeles. So they blocked off Century Boulevard for hours, and which had to divert traffic. And I'm sure many people either were late to their flights or didn't make their flights at all. So look for more of that to happen. Primarily the 30th through the 4th of July. This is a big weekend. The 4th of July is a big weekend. There's a big conference or convention in town, and these demonstrations tend to happen around when there's something major going on. Okay, you got the contract that's expiring, and then you have a major convention that's going on in town. So that's just the makings of something crazy, right? So look for that to happen. And I'm not here to scare anybody. I'm just letting you know that this stuff will happen, especially at the major hotels, the larger hotels, hotels that are near the convention center, because that's where this major convention is going to be taking place. But it will happen at some of the airport properties as well. There's 60 hotels that are union in Los Angeles. Okay, 60. So, and most of the hotels downtown are union. Okay, so and your larger big box hotels like you got the Bonaventure, the Marriott, those are the major hotels downtown. They're all union hotels. So a lot of hotels are, trying to get extra staff in, because once they decide not to go to work, they're not going to work, which means people that are staying in these hotels could experience lack of cleaning in their rooms. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know to be on the lookout. I've had many conversations with housekeeping managers, just managers in general, hotel managers, VPs, things like that, and this is what's going on. So, it's nothing. You guys may not know because you're not here, but I'm letting you know that this is what's going to happen. So don't be surprised if there's some demonstrations, some work stoppages, some things that are going outside the hotel as well as inside the hotel and within the community of wherever the hotel is located. Okay, so when I mention hotel disruptions, that's the ultimate disruption, right? So there you go. Next, hotel sales, finding business. Okay, so you guys know I used to be director of sales and marketing for several hotels in the Los Angeles area. Of course, I started off as a sales manager and kind of work my way up to a director of sales and marketing. And one thing that I learned from the start was how to be proactive in selling. Okay, back when I started, you had at least the market that I had, you had to be proactive. You couldn't just wait for the phone to ring, so to speak. You had to go out there and shake the trees and see what falls out. That's proactive. Okay, that's going to trade shows. That's knocking on doors, that's all those kind of things, right? That's taking, gifts and things to either clients or prospective clients, not just taking your business card and a smile. You know what I mean? What does that get you? It didn't get me much, I can tell you that. So, but it's about being proactive. Now, the people that are reactive, meaning they just wait for the phone to ring. Hey, great, no shade on you. That's fine if that's how your experience is. But I come from a school of being proactive, and if you don't shake the trees, nothing's going to fall out, and your phone is not going to ring. Okay, so those are the markets that I handled where I had to go out. So I'm going to talk a little bit about. I have like 11 points to make. Okay, and they're gonna go fast. Don't worry. Just take your notes. And no, don't take notes, because what I'm gonna do, I will put this same thing on LinkedIn. Okay, so you don't have to worry about taking notes, because either later today or first thing in the morning, I'm gonna make sure I post this as well. Okay, on my page, Russell Edmond, Russell of Hotels. I'm gonna post it there. Okay, and also speaking of, I mentioned Dylan earlier. If you want to see an interview, or no, it was an interview, a conversation that I had with him, it's on my LinkedIn page. Okay, so that was the probably last show like this format that we did together on this format. But we did a lot of things on Instagram. But I posted this on my LinkedIn page, and it was, did you choose hospitality or did hospitality choose you? So that was a question that I posed to him, and he answered a question. So there's just a whole conversation, and it just gives you an insight on him, on how he took care of his clients, his guests, and his employees. The main focus for him was taking care of his employees. They would in turn take care of the guests, and that's where a lot of general managers, we lose sight of that we don't give our we don't ask questions of our employees. We don't ask them, hey, what do you do over the weekend, or Or what are your goals? What are your aspirations? Do you want to stay in this hotel industry, or are you just passing through? Because there's no two people that come in this industry alike, and there's no two people that want to stay in the industry alike, right? They all have different reasons for being here or being in that hotel, being in that restaurant. But if we don't ask those questions, we'll never know, right? And that was one of the things that I learned from him, is that he always took the time to ask that extra question to his employees, okay? Because he wanted to put them in a position where they would be successful. They wanted to be managers or supervisors. He would put them in the position where they could be successful to be that, the next supervisor or ultimately be a manager. And that's what it's all about. So check out that if you got time. And then let's see, let me make, hold on one second. What am I trying to say here? Let me put this comment up there. Robin says, back then you had to take cookies door to door. Wait a minute. We mean back then. You don't have to do it now? Wait. No. You should still do that now. That's, that may be, for some people, that may be old school, but what do you do now? If you're able to talk to someone, if you're able to get in their office, now you have to make appointments. Back in the day, we used to basically just show up just show up. Even where it says no soliciting, we would show up. Okay, if you didn't get kicked out of a building, you weren't doing your job. That's how we looked at it. So it was just a challenge. We're gonna start at the top, walk down to every office, and if we get kicked out from security or whatever, then okay, we did our job. But a lot of times we didn't. A lot of times we did. Hey, there's no soliciting. The people in the office say, we're not soliciting. We're giving out cookies. We're here giving out cookies and just letting you know that we're at the hotel down the street, whatever that hotel happened to be. Like, okay, thank you. So they'll take the cookies. Cookies had your information on it. If you ever had the need for this, just call the number that's in the bag with the cookies. Boom, there you go. Always come with something. Don't just come with a card and a smile. Because, those people are going to close the door on you, okay? And they're going to call security and say, hey, there's somebody in this building that shouldn't be in here. After 9/11, things changed a little bit. And, of course, now, after COVID, things even change even more. But there's still ways that you can get appointments. You can make appointments, even if they have to come to lunch at your property or meet somewhere at a undisclosed location or a restaurant or whatever. You can still take them things. So there's ways around it, but people are going to remember you by what you gave them and what they enjoyed, okay? A business card is not it, okay? And a smile is not it, okay? Take them something, either take them to lunch, take them to dinner, cocktail, whatever, something special. Do a little research on them. LinkedIn is a perfect place to do research on guests, potential guests. You'll be amazed what people will share with you, okay, or share on social media. You just have to look. Right? So if you don't look, you don't know. So anyway, okay. So what else did Robin say? Let's see. Robin's got some good stuff here. Counting the pavement, yes. Employees are now looking to connect with managers and leaders. Yes. They are. And then, she thought that was funny. See? Okay. In sales, we have to get back to touching our clients. Oftentimes, be creative when establishing and reestablishing. We're like, you're preaching to the choir here, sister. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Ms. Robin Coleman. Yes, we definitely have to get back to touching our clients. We've gone too long without doing that, without inviting them over, without breaking bread and, that kind of thing, breaking bread with someone sitting across from, even hugging people. I mean, we used to hug people all the time. That's one thing in hospitality. Everybody would say, oh my God, I haven't seen you so long. We hugging and all this kind of stuff. I remember the first trade show I went to after COVID, people were kind of hesitant. You can tell that am I supposed to hug? Am I supposed to shake hands? What am I supposed to do? Right. So it's kind of, you weren't sure what to do. And you read the other person, right? I'm going in for the hug, right? And they're like, wait a minute. So I'm reading other people. But now, the last couple of trade shows, oh my God, yeah. It's back. it's back to doing that, right? Back to hugging and, because it's like a reunion, right? People, they can be past clients or people you work with before. You got hotel people, that used to work together, or we see each other at the same shows that we, been going to for years or whatever. So, yeah, so it's all about, it's all about reestablishing the relationship, because without the relationship, you have nothing, okay? And especially if you haven't been using social media like you should be, people have forgotten that you even exist. So that's one reason why I do what I do. That's one reason why this show happens, this podcast happens, is because I want people to know that I'm still there. I'm still in the game. I'm still doing, some of the things I was doing before. You know what I mean? So that's why I do what I do. And I bring other people along with me because I want them to know that these people are still here. We're still here. We ain't gone nowhere. Okay. So anyway, see, I didn't gone. You guys didn't got me on this, and now I'm forgetting where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Number one, develop a comprehensive sales and marketing plan. So these are things for defined business. This is hotel sales, proactive sales. Okay, so develop a comprehensive sales and marketing plan. Create a detailed plan that outlines your target market segments, competitive analysis, pricing strategies, and promotional activities. This will serve as a roadmap for your sales efforts. So normally your director of sales and marketing will do a formal total, sales and marketing plan for the department, for the hotel. But what you need to do based on what your market segment is, you need to take that out, because it's going to be broken out into segments. Like, we're going to do this for the, corporate group segment or the transit segment or whatever. So you need to take your portion out of that and make that your own. Okay. And whatever that means to you, you need to take that. But this is a working document, right? It's not a document. A sales and marketing plan is not just something that collects dust or just stays in your computer. It should be a working document. It's something that you should work off of. That's your template to success, right? If you don't follow those things, and ask questions. If something you don't understand, you need to ask questions of your director of sales and marketing. Ask him or her and say, hey, I understand that this to be this, is this true, or how can I do this, or whatever the heck it is, okay? But you need to make sure that you have a comprehensive plan to go after whatever particular market that you're going after, okay? Number two, attend industry events and trade shows. Participate in relevant trade shows, conferences, and networking events to connect with potential clients, travel agents, corporate event planners, and industry professionals. These events provide excellent opportunities to showcase your hotel and build relationships. Relationships are the key, right? So yeah, you want to attend these things, but the ultimate goal is to build a relationship. Sometimes we go to these shows and then if we don't come back with business, we get disappointed. Well, I don't know how many shows I've been to that I didn't get any business. And did I come back disappointed? No, because I came back with, either relationships or the potential to have relationships. It's the trade show. I'm not going to say it's all fun and all that, but the real work starts when you get back to the office. So it's good to go to these trade shows. It's good to, to travel, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Meet people, whatever. But the real work starts when you get back. Okay. That's when you start, you follow up, you keep in touch, you follow up with, whatever conversation you have with either that client or potential client. You need to follow up and see exactly, okay, do they have this for you? If not, then you still keep in touch with them, but you move on to something else, right? You always want to keep in touch, right? But these trade shows are there to meet people, to start that relationship. If you haven't met them before, it's a process of building that relationship. But if you met them before, then, okay, it's basically, okay, I met you before. You're strengthening that relationship that you built maybe several years ago or several shows ago. But they are equally as important, but you just have to make sure that you're working the show. You don't just go there for a vacation. So you still have to work, right? But I see a lot of people that go, and I'm speaking from experience. So remember, every time I'm talking about these things, it comes from my experience, right? So I've been to many shows in the last several years, okay, after COVID. I'm going to say at least 10. Do you know the percentage of people that have called me, follow up with me, is less than probably 10%? The percentage is less than 10% of the people that have followed up with me. After the conversation we have, we're trying to build a relationship. Well, they're not trying to build a relationship with me because they're not even responding to anything that I sent. They're not following up on things that they said they're going to follow up with me. Your word is your bond, right? If you don't have your word, I don't know what you have. So make sure you were following up. That's the key. And someone says, good info, Russell. Is that Jim? That's Jim Schechter. Hey, Jim Schechter. Jim Schechter says, hold on one second. Let me put that comment up there. Good info, Russell. Keep up the good work. We rely on you to keep our fingers to the pulse of the hospitality industry. I thank you so much, Jim Schechter. Thank you so much. Jim Schechter used to be my COO with Broughton Hotels. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate the, the encouragement and everything. Just the support. I appreciate that, Jim. Thank you. Let's see. I think I already saw that comment. Number 3. Number 3 says utilize online platforms. Leverage the power of online platforms such as hotel booking websites, corporate travel portals, and social media platforms. Ensure that your hotel's information, including room rates, amenities, and contact details, are up to date and appealing to potential guests. Now, you guys know I'm not a big proponent of these third parties, but they are a necessary evil. Okay, so we have to have them. It's part of our fabric now. It's in our hotel DNA. So make sure that information. Make sure your pictures, your photos, everything, videos, whatever, are updated. Okay, make sure those are updated. Make sure your information, addresses, things like that. You'd be amazed have addresses and things just change or disappear. I don't know why that is, but you always want to make sure that you pay attention to each and every site that your hotel happens to be a member of or engage with or whatever. Make sure you go through there and find out, make sure your information is accurate, especially on the travel agent. Like, so if you're in Sabre or, WorldSpan or Amadeus or whatever, all these GDS, you want to make sure these GDS platforms, you want to make sure, which is a global distribution system, right? So every travel agent has access to that, right? So 200,000 travel agents worldwide have access to this GDS, which every hotel will probably 99% of the hotels are on there. But a lot of times it's a page, your information page, sometimes the information gets deleted or it's wrong. So make sure, have a travel agent, say you have worked with a local travel agent, have them run your page, like your information page. It'll print out everything that they see, that the travel agent sees. And sometimes the information is wrong, like contact people or addresses or phone numbers or emails. You want to make sure all those things, or even the little limited amount of photos that they put on there, could be wrong or outdated. Make sure those things are accurate. Make sure those things are updated, okay? They will run, and I want to say it's like your profile, your property profile from a travel agent. Make sure those things are updated. You need to do those, like, I used to do them like quarterly, just to make sure. And they would get pissed off and like, why do you keep asking me this? Nothing's changed. I don't know, because I don't control it. And obviously they don't control it either, because sometimes I would have them run it and the information would change. I'm like, well, I didn't put that in there, and I thought you changed it, or someone had to change it, right? So just make sure, not just the third parties, but the travel agents, wherever you get business from, third party, travel agent, that information is accurate. Number 4, establish partnerships with local businesses. Collaborate with local businesses such as event planners, convention centers, tourist attractions, and nearby restaurants to create mutually beneficial partnerships. This can include offering special packages, referral programs, or cross-promotion to attract their clients. So wherever you're located next to, if you're next to a convention center, the people that work in a convention center, the managers, sales managers, they will be my best friends, because they can control where people book, or at least where people will look to book, right? So if they didn't know me, then, okay, well then, all right, they'll go somewhere else. But the more you're in front of somebody that has the potential to send business your way, that's where you need to be. So if it's down the street to the convention center, Jill Smith, I'm gonna be her best friend, or she's gonna be my best friend, because I'm gonna treat her like a client. I'm gonna send her things like I would do a client. I'm gonna send her the cookies, the same thing I would send my clients, the cookies and all that stuff. I'm gonna do the same thing for Jill Smith, who works at the convention center, because she has the potential to partner with me to bring me business. So why wouldn't I do that? So sometimes we get so caught up in, well, they're hospitality people just like us. It can be another hotel person that is right across from the convention center, but they get tons of business. Well, which means they only got 300 rooms. So what about the other rooms that they can't put in their hotel? They can't house. They got to go somewhere, right? So wouldn't they be a good place, a good referral, person to know? So always know your people within your area, right? And I'm gonna get to that one, but it's know your comp set, know the people, the players in your comp set, because if they're sold out and you're not, maybe they can send business to you. Okay, so you got to work everything. So local businesses, event planners. Well, yeah, event planners. That's another. Event planners, meeting planners, whatever. Know them. Know the ones that are booking in your area. They're booking at the convention center. You should find out, well, who's booking that? Who booked that piece of business? Well, you should know that. If you're a member of the convention center or the CVB or whatever, you will know those things. You can get that information, right? So there's information they can get I can't get, okay, because I'm not a member of, say, a local convention and visitors bureau. But if you're a member, your hotel, you can get the information as far as, when these events are happening, who planned the event. A lot of times the numbers and emails are there as well. So there you go. Number 5. And this is hotel sales, proactive sales, and finding business. That's what I'm talking about right now. Target corporate clients. Okay, I can't even read. Identify companies that frequently send employees or clients to your city and reach out to their travel managers or executive assistants. Offer competitive rates, corporate packages, and personalized services to entice them to choose your hotel for their accommodation needs. That seems pretty easy, right? So if you know who's coming to town, travel managers, companies by maybe they're past, maybe they use your hotel at one time. Maybe you were at another hotel and now you change hotels, which, hotel people always do, right? I remember me personally, every 18 months, I was going to another hotel. It is what it is, right? And a lot of times I brought people with me, or at least I was able to go back. Oh, I remember so-and-so from this company. And I would contact them, say, hey, I'm at this hotel now. Can you use our hotel? Well, yeah, actually, yeah, we have another office. We just opened up a new office down the street from you. Okay, I've been looking for a contact over there. I didn't know you were even there. You just never know, right? So you have to follow up. You either call people, email, or whatever the choice of communication, that's what you follow. Because some people don't want phone calls. Some people only want email. So then that's how you communicate with people. So ask them, what is the best way to communicate with you? And they'll let you know. And then communicate, through that, whatever that vehicle they ask you to communicate with them. So there you go. So just make sure you identify companies that frequently send employees to your city and reach out to their travel managers or executive assistants. Offer competitive rates, like what is that called? A corporate rate. I can offer you, 10% off, 15% off, or whatever the best available rate is. Whatever that is, you can offer those things. Well, hopefully you can. Hopefully you're empowered to do those things. But this is just about getting business. This is about being proactive. This is just not about sitting back and waiting for the phone to ring. Okay, this is going out and making stuff happen. What number is this? Number 6. Develop relationships. Imagine that, right? Relationships. Okay. Develop relationships with travel agents and tour operators Travel agents and tour operators can be valuable partners in bringing in business, especially for group bookings or leisure travelers. Establish relationships with them, provide attractive commission structures and fam trips. I can't even say familiarization. I guess I just said that to showcase your hotel. So a lot of times you do that. The fam trips come in conjunction with your tourism board. I don't recommend you do fam trips on your own, but if you're a big enough hotel and you have a big enough, potential clientele list, maybe you could do that. But all the hotels I've been with, I've been a part of the Convention and Visitors Bureau because it's one way of getting involved with them, getting your contacts there, right? And then a lot of times they pay for a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's why I would do that. But whatever works for your hotel works for your hotel. But I always want to get the Convention and Visitors Bureau or the DMO involved in what my hotel was doing. Just because, like I say, cost can be a major factor, and you're just building that relationship. Their clients could be your clients or vice versa. So, and that's what you want. You want to build those synergies there. But just make sure that you're developing those relationships with your travel agents, which we talked about a little while ago, tour operators, travel operators that they have leisure travelers, because right now leisure travel is big, right? So it behooves us to make sure that we're dealing with travel agents, travel managers that have leisure business, because the business traveler is not 100% back yet, and I don't know when he or she will be back. They're disguising themselves as bleisure, right? Half bleisure and half corporate and half leisure. Bleisure, that's where it comes out. That's where that bleisure comes. And I got stuff to talk about bleisure, but not today, okay? But I got a whole segment on bleisure stuff, and how to find it, how to identify it. Number 7, engage with local community. That's huge. Engage with local community. Participate in community events, sponsor local initiatives, and join industry associations in your area. This helps raise awareness about your hotel and position it as a preferred choice among local residents and businesses. So so participate in local things. What's going on locally? A lot of hotels, sometimes they don't get involved in what's going on locally. I don't know why, but some don't. We all have, the bigger ones have like restaurants and things like that. They have chefs. When you have like those community events and they want you to, do a table, maybe you can do food or whatever, why not, highlight your chef or your food and beverage operation? Why not do that? Because that's one way of getting more food and beverage business. If you don't do that, people don't know that, oh, we got this great chef. We got this chef he does vegan things. What? Where? Vegan? I heard vegan, right? So that's a good way to showcase the chef's creativity within the community when you were just basically all about the business community and not so much about the local community. Embrace in the local what's going on locally, and I guarantee you that'll go far, because that's starting in your backyard, right? You're not relying on all this corporate stuff 100% of the time. If you become like a local, people know locally that, oh, go to that restaurant at that hotel. Well, a hotel restaurant? Oh, yeah, believe me, the food is good. A lot of locals go there. Not many hotels do that, where they have a local kind of following, right? So it's mostly you rely on the people to stay in the hotel. But if you can get a hotel, they can get local people to come in and patronize their restaurants, that's a successful operation. Just saying. Okay, so just saying. Number 8, offer unique packages and experiences. Create special packages or experiences that cater to specific target markets, such as romantic getaways, wellness retreats, or corporate retreats. Highlight any unique amenities such as rooftop bars, spa facilities, or meeting rooms that sets your hotel aside from the competition. Damn near everyone downtown LA has a rooftop bar, but there's always something different. Either your entertainment is different, or maybe the food offering. Maybe you're doing vegan. There goes that vegan thing again. Maybe you're doing a vegan menu. I don't know, but whatever separates you apart from the other hotels that have the rooftop bar. Maybe you have a pool up there. Maybe you got what are those people? You got synchronized swimmers in your pool on Friday nights. Whatever that is that separates you from the other hotels in your comp set, that's what you need to let people know. Leverage that information. Put that stuff out. Use social media to let people know that, hey, we're doing this on this night or these nights, right? And then people say, well, there's a rooftop bar at the other hotel, but the other hotel doesn't have this. They're not doing that. They're not doing these specialty drinks or whatever the heck it is. Or they don't have a vegan buffet at that hotel on the rooftop. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, you need to identify that and make sure you differentiate you from the competition. That's key. Okay. Number 9, leverage customer reviews. Encourage satisfied guests to leave positive reviews on online review platforms. Display testimonies and guest feedback on your website and social media channels to build trust and credibility among potential guests. So yeah, you definitely leverage that and make sure you post it. A lot of people don't do that. They don't post the good stuff that they get. They rely on what is it called, TripAdvisor and all that kind of stuff. To run wild. But if you get good reviews, even if it's on TripAdvisor or whatever, if you get good reviews, post them for the world to see. If that's on LinkedIn, if that's on Instagram, if that's Facebook, whatever. Don't let them dictate where it goes. You dictate where your good stuff goes, and then ride that. You know what I mean? So if you get I remember Dylan always when he got, when one of his employees got whatever, Employee of the Month or I remember his housekeeping manager, she completed something like a certificate program, and he posted that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You need to let people know because we're all human, right? We go to school. We want to better ourselves. We want to do well within our careers. And he knew that, and he would take that and post that on social media for the world to see. And then that way you're leveraging what that person knows with that guest is like, I'm staying there because they know what they're doing at this hotel. And education is encouraged. It's encouraged that they go back and get their certificates. I mean, that's what people think, right? But if you don't post those things, people are never going to know that you got rock stars at your hotel, right? That are doing things that are, increasing their knowledge about how to take care of them, the guest. So leverage that. So make sure you put those customer reviews when your employees are doing something just outstanding, phenomenal. The chef got, chef food and beverage, whatever award for the best whatever, chef of the year within our company, within our portfolio. You need to make sure you do that. Or the GM got GM of the year, or the hotel got hotel of the year. The sales team got sales team of the year. Or whatever it is, you need to post those things and let the world see. That's what social media is for. At least that's what I use it for. Number 10, maintain relationships. Again, dang, that's like third time I saw that. Keeping in touch with past clients and corporate accounts to foster long-term relationships. Offer exclusive perks, loyalty programs, or incentives for repeat bookings and referrals. Heck yeah. If clients are referring other pieces of business to you, shoot, give them some points. Here, there's 10,000 more points. Points don't cost anything, right? They're like, I don't know, 30 cents or something a point or something crazy. It's something low. Okay, so pay for it. If you give us clients, I'll give you 10,000 points. I mean, whatever the heck it is. I'm just saying, if you happen to be in a hotel where you can offer points, let's say you're in an independent hotel, free night stay, dinner for two, whatever those things are, keep it internal. I like that. So if they're referring business to you, definitely take care of them. Take care of the people that take care of you, and keep in touch with your past clients. Like I said, clients that I've known for years, I still keep in touch with them, let them know what I'm doing now or where I am. If I'm at another hotel, I try to bring them along with me. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't, but at least they know where you are. At least you tried. Offer exclusive perks that no one else is giving, whatever it is, bottles of wine, whatever they like. Oh, I have a sweet tooth. I eat chocolate all the time. Give them a darn assorted bag of all these different, candies from their youth. You know what I mean? Butterfingers and what was it? What was that one bar? Stacy's on here, I'm sure. What was it? I just showed you that it was something, chicken stick, chick stick. I can't remember what it was. It was like this peanut butter thing that had coconut on it. I don't think I remember even having one, but it was one of those nostalgic candy bars, right? So, Babe Ruth and all that stuff. Chico stick. There you go. Thank you, Marsha, my sister. Chico stick. Give them a whole bag of these, things that you remember when you were kids. I mean, there's ways that we can do things for our clients, but we just have to be creative, right? So, but you got to we're being proactive in our creativeness as well, right? So this is for proactive sales managers finding business in the hotel sales realm. And then the last one is know your comp set. Know the players, know the hotel, know how many rooms are there, know who are their top clients, know when's the next renovation, who are the major players there, who's the general manager, who's in your counterpart, who's the sales team, who do you compete against, what's their big thing there, what are they known for? Do they have a rooftop bar? They play music on, they do comedy show on Friday and Saturday nights. Okay, that's good. Okay, go check it out. Is there something, do we need to do entertainment as well? But you don't know these things. Marketing plans are made for your competition, or they're made based on what's going on at your comp set. Each one of my managers had a hotel that they were responsible for. So when I did the marketing plan every year, I would just say, hey, who had XYZ hotel? And that person would give me information on that XYZ hotel, updated information to that date, right? Like, okay, this is the general manager. This is all the managers of that hotel, including all the salespeople. When are they supposed to do a renovation? Who owns the hotel? Who manages the hotel? That all means that's all information. Who are their top clients? How much group business do you think they get over there? Well, they probably get 35% is group business. Well, you don't know that unless you have to treat them sometimes like clients or potential clients. You got to get information from them as well. You got to take them to lunch sometime. Take them, get a cocktail. Invite them over to your hotel, and then invite yourself over to theirs. So, but it's all that stuff is important, that you know your comp set, know what's going on in your competition. You can't beat your competition if you don't know what they're doing. Everybody's trying to beat each other, okay? But just remember this: every hotel in your comp set, they're a hotel that has rooms too. They're a hotel that has food and beverage. They got sheets that are 303 a count. They have that stuff too. All right. They got a restaurant. What don't they have that your hotel does? You make the difference, right? So there you go. So the difference is the people, are the people, not is the people. The difference are the people. So every hotel is the same for the most part. They may have this, we may have that, whatever. But what they don't have is you. There you go. See, I'm full of it today. Full of information, not stuff, but full of information. Let's see if I can get me some music going on here in the background. I haven't done this before, but just see if I can throw some music out here in the background. So these three things I always talk about: be intentional, make decisions, and take action on what's important to you. Be you, and then be represented, because my representation matters. So I'm always intentional about what I do. Just doing this show is intentional. My intent is to reach people, to inform them about hospitality, whatever's going on, and not just in my world, but whatever information I can glean off of someone, or just information I find. So I want to present that to people, and I want to give people a platform to come on and talk about what they do, their careers, and how they got in this industry. Because there's people coming behind us, right? So you always want to make sure that you're appealing to those people as well. Be you. I mean, you always want to be you. You don't want to be someone else. It's hard enough being Russell Edmond. I don't need to be somebody else. And be be represented because my representation matters. What that means to me is that it matters that people that look like me do shows like these, that share their experiences, right? Because people will see, well, Russell can do it, I can do it. And that's what I want, right? That's fine. I want more people to do podcasts or talk shows or to get it in the industry. You know what I mean? So I'm here as a resource. I'm here to help. So there you go. And we're moving on. What I do, just in case you did not know, what do I do? I'm the brand who helps your brand. What I do and how I can help. Hospitality personality, content creators, sales training for general managers, or just salespeople, period, and hotel site selection, where I assist companies and organizations with finding hotels for their groups or conventions or conferences and things like that. So, and then I think it's going to end with my email address on here as well. I think so. Yep. So any information, any questions you have, feel free, Russell at russelluphotels.com. Who's your best brand advocate? If you're not being your best brand advocate, no one else is going to be. You got to toot your own horn, so to speak. So there you go. So no, you are your best brand advocate. You're the one that has to be the biggest cheerleader. You gotta, biggest pom poms, rah rah, all that kind of stuff. Because if you're not kicking up dust, that's a term my dad used to say. You out there kicking up all kind of sand. That's what he was. If you're not kicking up sand, nobody else gonna kick up sand for you. Okay, so make sure you kicking up as much sand as you can because you want to be noticed. Okay, when people kick up sand, they're being noticed, right? So your social media is me kicking up sand, right? So be your best brand advocate, be your best cheerleader. No one else can promote yourself like you can promote yourself. So if that means you need to be online or whatever it means to you, I'm just saying you need to do it, but be consistent. Be consistent. So what am I doing? What are you doing to keep yourself relevant? And am I running a long time? Yeah, I guess I did. I got 3 minutes to go, but we may go a little over, but be patient with me. So these are things that I do to how do you increase social media engagement? Consistency. Like I said, you got to do this all the time. I don't just do one show and think, oh, that's it. I don't need to do it again. No, I continue to do show. You got to be consistent. I just do. Going backwards. Going backwards. Consistency. Add value. Make sure you add value to someone. Hopefully, I'm adding value to someone. I talked about a lot of things as far as sales is concerned. Proactive, not reacting to sales. How to find business, how to go get it. So hopefully that adds some value. Being authentic. Be you. Don't try to be anyone else. Just be the best. I hate to say that. Be the best version of you. Be the best you that you can be. But it's true. So be consistent, add value, and be authentic, or just be you. And how do I do that? Once you know those other things, what tools do I use? I use various platforms. Okay, now you guys know I got suspended on Instagram last week. Was it last week too? Well, I was suspended for at least a week. So I got back my privileges on Sunday night. That was the 25th. So I was on Instagram. I was in Instagram jail for at least a week. I'm like, but the only thing I could not do this time, I could still post, but I couldn't like anybody's post. I couldn't make comments on anyone's post, nor could I couldn't add any followers or anything. I couldn't follow anyone and no one could add me. So it was interesting. But so what I'm saying, when I use different platforms, I mean use different platforms, because you don't want to get caught with your pants down. Meaning, for whatever reason they suspended you or put you in IG jail or whatever. So use different platforms. I use Facebook, Twitter, IG, LinkedIn, YouTube. And even TikTok. I use all those different platforms because it's happened to me before where I got suspended. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. This thing I'm going backwards. I'm going back. Who's hiring? Man, I don't know what I'm doing, but let me get to the meat of this. Who's hiring? Real quick. The Biltmore, downtown LA, they're hiring again for director of sales and marketing. I don't know what's going on over there, but they need to. I don't know what they're going. I'm just gonna say I don't know what's going on over there, but it seems like that position is open every 6 weeks. That position is still open. So I guess apply at your own risk. Residence Inn Beverly Hills, they're looking for area director of sales and marketing. Spring Hill Suites Palmdale, they're looking for area director of sales and marketing as well. The Biltmore, again, they're looking for an executive chef. Now, that's the first time I've seen that. They're looking for an executive chef. The Hotel Per LA, downtown LA, looking for a director of people and culture. Ooh, okay, we'll do that one. Hotel Per LA, they're looking for a director of marketing. And the Freehand, downtown LA as well, they're looking for area revenue manager. And then I just got this call. This is hot off the presses, right? Hot off the press. I get a text this afternoon, right before I'm about to go live, like 5 minutes before. Miss Michelle Carlin reached out to me from Alignment Advising. Okay, so go alignmentadvising.com. If you need your business realigned or aligned, contact Michelle. She's dope. Okay, she is a good friend of mine. Okay, so anyway, she reached out to me and said, hey, she's looking for a group sales manager for Visit Tri-Valley. Visit Tri-Valley is a DMO or CVB for Pleasanton, California. And that, I believe Pleasanton is like near Livermore, kind of central California, I believe. So they're looking for someone for their DMO or their CVB. So it's a remote position. Love remote positions. Some travel is required. I think she said about 15 to 20% travel is required to do some regional trade shows, buy sales calls, things like that as well. So, I mean, your typical sales people stuff, okay? But this is for a CVB or a DMO, Destination Marketing Organization. So if you're interested in that, once again, you're going to reach out to Michelle Carlin. Her email is michelle@alignmentadvising.com. Once again, michelle@alignmentadvising.com. Tell her Russell of Hotels sent you. And the position is group sales for Tri-Valley, Visit Tri-Valley, Group sales manager for Visit Tri-Valley, which is in Pleasanton, California. Remote position, 15 to 20% travel is required. Do regional trade shows and all that. Basically, you need to build some business for that DMO. Okay, there you go. I'll skip the 9-meet eats today. Just know that I'm still doing my 9-meet eats, okay? 3 P's. We're almost done here. Purpose, passion, perseverance. Purpose. Know why you're doing what you do. I know I do, Russell, on air with Russell of Hotels. I want to make sure people know who I am, what I do, and how I can help. That's one thing. Also, it gives people a platform to come on and talk about what they do within the hospitality space, because that's important, right? It's important that we get people on here to let people know the people that are coming in back of us. This is what I do. This is what you can do if you want to do it. And I want to be a resource. So feel free to reach out, and I'm here to help. Passion, either you have it or you don't. So, and if you don't have passion for what you're doing, what should you do? Do something else. Find something else to do. And then perseverance. Be consistent, continue to evolve, don't give up, and swerve when you need to. So we don't pivot here, we swerve. So if you find yourself in some stuff, swerve around it. Don't just pivot like, oh, I'm in this crap already. What am I going to do? Get out of it and swerve. Just swerve to the opposite direction. Okay. So I think that's it. Where am I? Oh, Level Hotel. Let's just, one last thing. You're staying downtown LA. Level Hotel is a place to stay. Hotel rooms start off at 700 square feet. Your typical hotel, like I said earlier, is 300 to 350 square feet. These are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites. and they're priced just like a hotel. Very nice concept. They have a gym. They don't even have an exercise room. It's a gym. I mean, like a gym, like you go and you pay memberships. I mean, they have one of those gyms there. They got a full basketball court as well. Not that you have to go play basketball, but they do have it just in case you wanted to do that. So once again, that's it. So thank you guys for joining show number 212. Once again, this is Visit Long Beach, Visit the LBC. So if you're ever in Southern California, you've never been to LBC, or maybe you've been there, you forgot about it, go check out the LBC. I love it. This is, like I said, this view is from the Hotel Maya. This is the back part of the Hotel Maya. So their restaurant Fuego overlooks this bay right here. Just beautiful views. Have a cocktail, have some snacks, look at the Queen Mary, and look at, Carnival Cruise Line come in and leave. So there you go. And if you can follow me, please follow me. If you don't follow me, follow me. LinkedIn at Russell Edmond and Russell of Hotels, and then also on Instagram and YouTube as well. And if you have questions for me, you can Russell at russellofhotels.com, or you can call me. You can go to my website, which is russellofhotels.com. My phone number is there. My email is there. You can call me if you need to call me. So like I said, I'm here to be a resource, and I don't take that lightly. I don't just throw that stuff out there just because. I throw it out there because I want people to use me as a resource. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Let me just make sure I'm queued up here to get us out of here. You guys have a great day. See you next week for 213. Peace.
Thank you for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels. Please tune in every Tuesday at 1 p.m. as we talk to other hospitality professionals. Your feedback is important to Russell. Feel free to email him at russell@russellofhotels.com with any questions or suggestions. Until next time, try not to be a person of success, rather become a person of great value.